Hey everybody, this is Stuart, or Mr. S-Dog, and today I'm going to do a little video on my new Marauder that I made, or actually I should say my Marauder that I've had for a long time and started playing again finally. He was about level 20 and I picked him back up and had a free respec from the launch wipe, so I went online and did a little reading and found a template build that I'll put a link in the comments section to the forum page where I found it so you can see the full details of it and give credit to the original builder of this spec. But in any event, after my witch, I got kind of fed up of being really squishy and dying all the time, so I wanted somebody that was a lot more tanky. So I found an Infernal Blow Marauder build. So basically what the spec revolves around is pretty much taking a bunch of life, shield block, and defensive nodes, and then you basically just use Infernal Blow and a couple of other little gems, which I'll touch on after I cover this spec. So you just come along the bottom here and pick up all these life nodes, get Troll's Blood, keep coming along here, damage reduction from crits, or the Gladiator. You can step over here to Diamond Skin. It's probably good to have as you're leveling. Probably once you get to end game, you might have enough gear that you don't need to worry about. Plus 12 to all, but definitely nice to have while leveling. The first place that I went was along up over here to Resolute Technique. Since you're not going to be building damage anyway, you weren't going to be itemizing for crit anyway. So this way you don't have to itemize for accuracy either. Never deal crits, but you or your hits can't be evaded. I think they can still be blocked, but in any event, it's a nice talent to pick up for sure. Also got Elemental Adaptation, and then first I went down and came over to the Ranger area, picked up these two nodes, and 12% life. I didn't worry about this one because life leech isn't that big of a deal. Picked up this one so I can't be stunned. You can't have evasion either. It's not a huge deal, as you should be pretty much just stacking armor. Picked up Dexterity for gems and pretty much just for gems. Right now I'm coming back down here. I'm gonna try to pick up some of these nodes down here. Actually, this is where I'm currently at. And anyway, picked up some of these other nodes in here: Steel Skin, Master the Arena, Mana Flows. This helps a lot. Again, Int's nice for gems, and then a little mana regen, and also increases your mana pool. I'm actually running 3 auras right now, which is pretty nice. Acceleration, and then this is nice just for leveling, for moving around. You don't have that armor penalty, so you're not moving around sluggishly. I might consider maybe taking away some of these nodes or respecking them at some point if I get to a really end game and I need them in a different spot. Because to some extent these are kind of just ease of life nodes, if you will. After that, I came up over here to the what are these guys called? Templars, I want to say. I could be wrong. Anyway, picked up Athleticism, came down in here, got Faith and Steel, Discipline and Training. I'm going to pick up this Life Regen node as well. Came up over here, got Phalanx, and actually this one's really important, or is shield block and spell blocking. Right now I'm sitting at about 54% block, I think, and right now I'm going to be focusing on more block nodes in the near future, so I should be getting up to like 60-70% hopefully in the not so distant future. 1% of your block chance also applies to spells, so right now I can block 6% of spells that are cast at me, which is pretty nice since a lot of times it's difficult to mitigate elemental damage and spell damage. Also came up here to get Bulwark for 4%. Some other areas that I'll be focusing on that you could also consider would be these reduced mana nodes. I've got enough mana to run 3 auras, but just barely, and I can't cast many other spells, if any, with my existing mana pool. You could also come around here, get Body and Soul through this node. Again, you're not going to get a whole lot of benefit from the Energy Shield, but if you do ever pick up a specific piece of gear that does have Energy Shield, like for instance Rainbow Striders, that would be a little bit of benefit for you, and then get the plus resist all as well. So that's pretty much the spec. I'll put that link, like I said, in the comments. That has some more details about it. Pretty much what I'm running is just Anger aura. You could also swap that out for Hatred, the increased cold aura. I'm running Vitality for life regen, and then Tempest Shield for just 4% more block basically and a little bit of Thorns type damage. That's a 60% reservation, 40% reservation, and 25% reservation. I've got them all linked to a reduced mana gem right now, so I can just barely fit them all in. But I can't, like for instance, I can't cast a totem at that point then, or like, I think maybe I can cast Enduring Cry possibly, but in any event, another setup that you're going to want to have is if you can get a cast when damage taken gem and link it to Enduring Cry. That's really helpful, because then you always have Enduring Cry capped on your number of endurance charges. I should note that's some other nodes that I will pick up in the near future as well are increases to max endurance charge. These vigor nodes. If you are going to link those two, you don't want to level cast when damage taken. You want to leave that gem at level 1. And the reason for that is that if you level it up, it increases the amount of damage that you take before the linked gem casts. So since you want it to be casting all the time, you want to leave it at level 1 basically. That means that the gem it's linked to can't be higher than like either level 5 or level 7, I can't remember. But eventually I'm going to either have to spring for a bunch of Orbs of Scouring, because I didn't figure that out until I was already leveled up quite a bit, or possibly wait and pick up. I think the only place you can find it is from the quest at the end of Merciless, which also happens to have a multi-strike gem, which I want. Right now I've got, let's see, my 4 link for Infernal Blow. I've got Weapon Elemental Damage, Melee Splash, and Blood Magic. Melee Splash is a really nice way to clear packs, and that's basically what you want to be doing. You want to be finding packs, using Melee Splash and Infernal Blow, and then once one of them dies, it kind of creates a chain reaction where they all will basically just explode. If I'm fighting single target like a boss fight, I'll swap out Melee Splash for added fire damage. I believe the guide recommends multi-strike as well. So in any event, I'm really having a lot of fun with this build. I've got 3,400 health. I've got capped resists right now. Actually, I have +2 max cap, so I've got 77% across the board there. Let's see, 50% blocks. They don't have Tempest Shield on right now. 6% chance to block spells, etc. So having a lot of fun. I'm definitely a lot tankier, and I would recommend trying this build out if you feel like leveling up a Marauder. It's the cons are it's relatively slow single target damage, and there are certain boss affixes that'll be really tough if the boss has life regen, life leech, resist elemental damage, armored. If any, a combination of a bunch of those, specifically life regen, it'll take you a long time to kill them, pretty much. So, in any event, let me know if you have any questions, and if you tried the build, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Thanks for watching.